Elon Musk is an engineer, inventor, advocate for free speech, Technoking, and the visionary behind the colonization of Mars. But how does he stack up against the Habsburg rules? Eduard Habsburg, the descendant of Emperor Leopold II of Austria, wrote the Habsburg Way, 7 rules for turbulent times. In my view, one of the best monarchist books. 80% of the viewers enjoying monarchist content here haven't subscribed yet. Join the informed 20% and let's grow this channel together. Diving into the Habsburg legacy, Eduard explores the enduring relevance of the Habsburg Way in the contemporary world. The Habsburgs, after all, were the first to rule an empire where the sun never set. The book outlines 7 core values that have shaped Habsburg governance and family life for centuries. So does the champion of the industry, Elon Musk, one of the most influential figures of our time, align with these principles? Let's find out. Rule number 1 is get married and have lots of children. Value of the marriage is one of the core principles of the Habsburgs, and they cherish the sanctity of marriage. Musk, with multiple marriages, doesn't quite reflect the Habsburg ideal of marital stability. On the other hand, large families are Habsburg hallmark. Musk, with 10 surviving children, certainly aligns here. Also, the strategic alliances. Habsburgs mastered these through marital ties. Musk's alliances are more business-driven than familiar. For the rule number 1, I would give Elon Musk 3 out of 5 as a score. If you don't agree, let me know down in comments. Rule number 2 is be Catholic and practice your faith. This rule is about several concepts. First one is religious affiliation. The Habsburgs had an unwavering Catholic identity and took their faith seriously. The Habsburgs believed that devout Christian leaders, conscious of their accountability to God, might be less prone to corruption. Musk has stated that he generally agrees with the teachings of Christianity, but there's no indication that these beliefs deeply influence his business decisions or leadership style. His actions and decisions, both praised and criticized, seem to be driven more by his personal belief about technology, progress, and the future of humanity, rather than by religious principles. The next one is use of religion in leadership. The Habsburgs used their faith as a moral compass and preparation for their eventual meeting with the divine. Elon Musk's leadership style is characterized by micromanagement, risk-taking, and willingness to challenge the status quo. While he recognizes certain Christian principles as good, there is no evidence that religious beliefs play any significant role in his decision-making or in his leadership. The last of the principles of the second rule is charitable efforts and philanthropy. While not directly tied to the Habsburgs' rule, charitable efforts can sometimes be an indication of a person's moral or religious beliefs. Musk has made significant donations through the Musk Foundation, which supports various causes, including science and engineering education, renewable energy, and safe artificial intelligence. However, these efforts seem more aligned with his interest in technology and progress rather than religious motivations. I'd say he fits here 1 out of 5. After all, he doesn't seem to be Catholic. Now we are here at rule number 3. Believe in empire and subsidiarity. Subsidiarity is a principle that says that issues, for example national or local, should be addressed at the most localized, competent level. For example, nation-states should solve their own problems. Solutions should not be directed by central government, as it used to happen in Soviet Union, for example. Musk's companies often show signs of this principle. He founded SpaceX with the vision of colonizing Mars instead of waiting for government or large organizations to take the initiative, he took matters into his own hands. Then there is Starlink. The very nature of Starlink satellite system embodies subsidiarity and freedom from central government censorship. And finally, X. Acquisition of Twitter, now known as X, is also his way of democratizing the media and attempt to reduce the central government censorship. He recently called for X users to engage in citizenship journalism and emphasis on unity without sacrificing autonomy. Many of Elon's companies operate with a high degree of autonomy, but share the overreaching vision set by Musk. For instance, while Tesla and SolarCity have different primary focuses, electric vehicles and solar energy, they both fall under Musk's broader vision of sustainable energy. So how would I rate this rule? I would rate it that he fits it 5 out of 5. After all, he did make an industrial empire. Rule 4 is stand for law and justice. Monarchies historically aim to ensure law, justice, and peace for their subjects, contrary to popular conceptions of them as being tyrannical. Elon Musk's ventures such as SpaceX and Tesla have aimed to address global challenges like sustainable energy and space exploration. While not directly related to law and justice, these endeavors reflect a broader vision for humanity's well-being. Simultaneously, his acquisition of Twitter is aimed at creating a platform that encourages free speech, citizenship journalism, fighting censorship, and is fact-checking statements with community notes. In the book Habsburg Way of Life, there is an anecdote involving Emperor Franz Joseph, highlighting that monarchs' role is to protect people from politicians. Musk has occasionally positioned himself in opposition to politicians, but maintains that his companies will always adhere to the law, which is sometimes a barrier to politicians' interference. And how do I rate this rule? 5 out of 5. Rule number 5 is know who you are. Basically, this rule is about understanding one's history and roots and having sovereignty and clarity in life. Musk's numerous ventures from Zip2 to SpaceX, Tesla, Neuralink, and others demonstrate a clear vision and purpose. He is involved in sustainable energy, space exploration, and human brain-machine interfacing, among others. Elon seems to be embodying many aspects of Rule 5, know who you are. So I'm giving this one 5 out of 5. The Rule 6 is be brave in battle. This rule is emphasizing courage in the face of adversity and conflict. In the context of Habsburgs, it refers to literal warfare and the courage shown on battlefield. If we are to draw parallels with Elon Musk's life, we must interpret battle with more broadly to encompass the challenge, risk, and opposition in the business and technological arenas. Elon is repeatedly taking significant financial risks. For example, after selling Zip2, he invested a large portion of his earnings into founding X.com, which later became PayPal. In the same way, after selling PayPal, he invested heavily in SpaceX and Tesla, both of which face significant challenges and skepticism. And there is really even more. Elon Musk does follow rule number 6, be brave in battle, in the context of his professional and entrepreneurial endeavors. So I give him 5 out of 5 here as well. The final rule, rule 7, is die well. But this rule is not about dying, it is about leaving a legacy and showing humility, loving humanity. Check out TMC video on the Habsburg knocking ritual to get the idea. When we speak about Elon Musk, In regards to legacy and humility, his life story is one of ambition and achievement. He's built multiple companies from the ground up and has become the wealthiest individual in the world. His commitment to projects that have potential to benefit humanity suggests he is deeply concerned about his legacy. He is working often on the factory floor with blue-collar workers, and this does hint at sense of humility. He is not just a distant CEO, he is actively involved in the day-to-day operations of his companies. Elon Musk's life and the Habsburg Rule 7 are rooted in vastly different contexts, but parallels can be drawn. Elon's focus on legacy, his love for humanity, and his grounded approach to business resonate with the themes of the Habsburg rules. I give him here 4 out of 5 because Habsburgs also had a religious aspect. Overall score is 4 out of 5, and that's impressive. It's debatable how many Habsburgs achieved the perfect score, but they certainly aimed high. And we should also aim high for the betterment of humanity, our communities, our families, and ourselves. A huge thank you to our patrons. Your support means the world. If you're able, consider joining our patrons to further our mission. Remember to engage with this video to help our channel grow, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.